Night with a very exciting interview with a Thorton Krasner. He is in the middle of a very interesting project in his garage, and he would love to share some insights and whatnots. So, without further ado, please give us a warm welcome for Thornton Krasner of BackToBasicsMen.com. Thornton, how are you today? Oh, I'm doing great, Walter. How are you? Yeah, I love your show. I was very excited when you called me and well, actually you did and you texted me and said, "Hey, I want to do a piece on you." I'm like, "Okay. What kind of piece?" I mean, come on. You got to get qualified first, but I did. Your show is outstanding. You got a lot of talent. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here. Hope I can make a difference. Mr. Krasner is Mr. Krasner. Oh, you can call me Thornton. People call me all kinds of things. Thornton's cool. Yeah, I've been, yeah, been called worse. And I do in the comments, usually I get called a lot worse, but that's okay. Those are verified status hits. In other words, proven status that someone actually went online and did something. Yeah, so instead of all this bullshit from Google and Facebook and all this other stuff, I actually have proof that I have people that are watching. When you get over 1 million things of email of hate mail and bad comments every single month, yeah, they have to hit it to do it, right? Well, you got to hit it to do it. That's all I got to say. You got to hit the site to do it, to give the bad comments. You got to look at the material. You got to listen to the material. So, hey, bring all the bad comments you want because bring it on, bitches. So, Walter, what can I do for you? Well, you might remember that I asked you to talk about your current project that you have going on in your garage. And I know that a lot of brothers out there, whether they're members or not, is immaterial. A lot of them have problems with shelving, especially when they have all types of items that they need stored away for whatever reason. Could you just touch on your project in relation to shelves? Sure, Walter, no problem. When I decided to get some shelves, I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I didn't want something that couldn't hold a little bit of weight because, my God, I sometimes have some pretty heavy bins that I have to put up. So I decided I'm going to definitely stick with Home Depot. What am I, a dumbass? No, but anyway, I decided to go with the Husky shelves, and they're really cool. They're easy to put up and everything, but you have to buy a lot of other stuff to get the shelves up. So when you're looking at that $30 to $40 price tag per shelf for a heavy duty wire shelf, 400 say pounds, you're gonna $39 a shelf total is pretty good. It's cheap, actually. It scares shit out of me because it's cheap. But the Husky, you're looking is it'll be $69. It'll be $60 to $80 a shelf when you add up everything else that you get, like the brace and the wire. Yeah, it looks great, and it's a great brand. But just remember, sometimes it's best to put the Huskies where you're gonna have some weight, okay, that where you're gonna have weight, like this damn salt for the winter time. I don't know where you guys live, but man, by the end of the winter, because my daughter buys in bulk everything, I usually have about at least a quarter of a ton of salt left over. What the hell am I going to do with it? Now, I'm kind of exaggerating, a quarter ton. No, but I have a bunch of salt left over because I started with so much that I need to get it up and out of the way in the summertime But those shelves better be able to hold some weight. I don't want that stuff on the floor in the summertime. Why am I tripping over salt so I can what? Kill all the vegetables by throwing it out in the field? Okay, no. So if you don't need it in the summertime, get it up. Yeah. Okay, now I know we always have pressure on us guys, but get it up there. Get it. Because then, when winter comes and you go, oh, what did I do with that salt? Oh, yeah, just look up, dude. Just look up. There it is. And then whatever's on the ground, that could be, edgers, big ass leaf blowers. I mean, God only knows what us guys will have in the garage that we only use in the summertime, right? So you want those protected so when the winter stuff comes down, the summer goes up. It's an awesome system, but if you knew the weights of your stuff on average, you can buy your shelves accordingly. And they don't all going to be butted up against each other, so it's not like it's a decorator problem. I mean, I know it's going to look funny to you because they're not all the same $80 fucking shelves around the perimeter of the garage. Why? What do you mean? Are you you just want to throw $6,000 to $7,000 out of the window? Is that it? Okay, then cool. But if you're not, there are so many different options that you can find out there. I don't care where it's from, that you're going to say, damn, this will hold that much? Hey, that looks pretty good. So you get it for those items. And then you say, my wife likes to collect baskets. Okay, cool. I sold a basket once that smelled like a dead fish because that's what they used the basket for. It was a Creole basket. It smelled so bad. And it was so dirty. And when I saw it at Goodwill for 99 cents, I go, that's the best smelling dead fish I've ever smelled in my life. Because I took that basket and I put it online. And I sold that basket within 48 hours for $700. Okay? I had to pay some fees, of course. So, if it gets the job done, I don't give a shit what it smells like. I don't give a crap what your buddy even says. Not your brother. No. BT. Right? BTBM. You BTM. Say that fast. Oh, great. Will help you pick the right one based on our experience. What happened to us? Oh my God! I remember when Thornton, when he was supposed to help build in the pig farm at the University of Arkansas, right? I remember when he first was told to do something very basic. He was a damn Yankee. Thornton Krasner made a shitload of mistakes, having 17 totally southern dudes watching you do something that you never did before, like drive in a screw. It was embarrassing. I was ashamed. And this was before YouTube. And as soon as YouTube hit, I said, dude, stop watching Untouchables. Stop. How many times do you need to see that Bill Dance fishing show blooper tape? Come on. Get online, look up the very basic stuff that needs to be learned, right? That needs to be learned by everyone, whether you have a deck or not. And the more you learn and the more you get excited about what you learned, and one day you're going to wake up when back then at the University of Arkansas hog farm, 17,000 hogs at any given time. Oh, but that's not during breeding season. No. Okay? I am so thankful that I could at least redeem myself. And I can now eat bacon and pork chops once again. I'm not kidding. And it just blossomed. It took me a while. Little by little. And I have some serious do-it-yourself errors that I did that maybe somebody will learn something with. That's fine with me. Sometimes I think that's why God's having me do this, is because of the fact. He goes, dude, this is God speaking. He said, dude, you have a lot of material for this gig. You could retire on Thorton Krasner bloopers alone. I said, thank you, God. Thank you. I need to have you on the marketing team. Poof, he's gone. That's right. He'll come back. That was the morning. That was the morning. So, anyway. So, bottom line is, I think, I need to practice what I preach. I'm looking at these shelves that can hold 250 pounds. And what do? I have a bunch of empty coolers on it. Oh my God, why am I spending that much money to store a bunch of coolers that you probably got at a thrift store for like $1? But they worked great because they were brand new when you got them. Someone never wanted to go outside with them. But, well, you must love those coolers. You must love those coolers. So here's the deal. I wish I had a video of it, but I don't. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reevaluate the weights and approximate sizes of every single item, on average, of course, and put them on the accordion shelf. Accordion? Accordion? Jeez. My inner Arkansas, Texas is coming through because I was talking on the phone with a buddy, and we laughed, and he sounds like, what you reckon? Okay. But I love him to death, but man. But my dad said I used to, God bless his soul, he said, you used to talk like that all the time, and it really used to piss me off because he was a well brought up young man from Central Illinois, and you don't talk that way, especially at the table if grandma made great grandma made homemade soup. Probably possum tail, but it's homemade. So anyway, when we went to Texas, we were actually from Illinois. Well, of course not me, but went to Texas, and My dad worked there. That's another episode. That's like 3,000 episodes. Anyway, went to Texas, and I was born, and then the moon launch and all this, and I moved to Illinois. And my mom said I used to have a really rich accent. Now, that's not exactly Texas, but you see, I was Texas and Arkansas. You get those two together, and holy shit, it's a whole new language. Never been deciphered until now because of Google Translate and all that shit. Could you imagine the algorithm to get that one? Saying what you doing? No, but I love South. I love it. Some of my best buddies are in the South. So anyway, I'm going to get the shelves reorganized, and then I'm going to see which, on the opposite side of the garage, I'm going to see how many heavy items I have. If I don't have any to speak of, then I'll go ahead and get the nicer priced, a better priced shelf, but one that looks great and holds 10, 15 pounds or whatever your needs are, up to whatever. So anyway, good luck, and hey, wish me luck. And don't ever, ever forget, get back